Bold prediction time, fellas. We've had a terrible run with bold predictions. It's not going well. We need a lift, and we need a big lift. Probably the closest last week. I'd have to give myself a little bit of credit here with my Maxi Gawn pick. Picked him for 155 in the AFL Fantasy. Had a big game. Wasn't big enough, but I think probably the closest out of the rest of us.
He was just about the top scorer in the league, I think.
It's a moral victory, but we haven't got one on the nose yet, fellas. Hopefully we can turn it around this week. Steve, you're the man that judges these bold predictions because you are the boldest.
So I've been told. I'll happily hold that title until I feel like it's deemed for somebody else to take it. But I'll run the segment for now. So who wants to go first?
I've probably dimmed down the boldness a little bit. It's still fairly against the odds, and the punchline will probably be what shocks you. But Freo will finish round 6 on top of the ladder. I've got Melbourne losing to Richmond and Freo beating Carlton over here. Won't be outright. They'll obviously be joint with Melbourne. But I've got Freo sitting on percentage on top of the ladder at round 6.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be the first time they've sat there since, 2015?
15,
have to be.
Yeah. That's big. Not only that, because Carlton are probably the first contender team they've played so far.
I'll back I'll back the Dockers in Perth. I think they can get the job done. And Richmond have gone loss, win, loss, win, loss. It's round 6. Going to continue the trend. They're going to beat Melbourne to continue. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. It's right there. It's in the form line.
I like it. That's bold, mate. That's bold from you.
Thank you.
Two-parter.
Thanks.
Joshy, go on.
I'll give you a two-parter. And you'll probably say that one part's not bold, but I'm hoping you'll say the other part is bold. I don't know. We'll see where we go with it. So the Doggies are heading back to Ballarat. Love playing regional footy. I think it's a great thing for the game. So glad that we're going back to Mars Stadium. They're taking on Adelaide. Last time that the Bulldogs played Adelaide at Mars Stadium, it was the highest ever score that they've recorded at the venue as an AFL game. And it was 121 points. So it's not huge, right? It's not huge, but that's what we're talking here as the benchmark. First off is that the Dogs are going to beat the biggest score ever at that ground. So they're going above 121. It's not super bold. But the kicker is there will be 4 players in this game that will kick 5+ goals.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Across
Can you name them or
teams.
not?
Across both teams.
Oh, both teams.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
20 goals between 4 blokes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jeez.
Obviously, the Texans been in good
before?
form, so we're looking for a big game out of the Texan. Norton's got the capability to do it. Our mate, the Pest Waitman. So, there's a few blokes around there that have the potential to go big.
Is it Riccelli that gets? Could Riccelli be there? Do you reckon he kicks another?
He's
a bag -1.
He's what I'm banking on. So that's my 4. I don't want to lock in my 4. I don't know if that's acceptable.
I think that's. I'm not the judge, but just to go with that, I think that's enough.
I think that's big enough, to be honest. Yeah, I think if that somehow pulls off, even just one part, maybe the second part. If you pull off the second part of that, I suppose if you pull off the second part, you're going to get the first part.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
than likely.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
that's a good point. Good from you. Good from you.
Thanks, mate. I'm back. Here we go. No more mild. I've taken the feedback the last couple of weeks, and I'm going big. Right? I do have BT's prediction, by the way. He did pass it on to me, so you want me to let it rip?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
We're going back to ANZAC Day. Pies, big day for the Pies. Big day for Brody Mychek and Jordan De Goey. Jordan De Goey, his best ever career goals in a game is 6 goals. Mychek, his best ever haul is 4. BT reckons they're going to combine for 10 or more goals on Anzac Day.
Okay.
Do you think it's bold enough?
I don't think it's bold enough.
And he's not here to defend himself.
No, he's not. That's his fault.
So what do we do? Because we haven't done one of these where we've had to knock it back. So what do we Do we just up the stakes for him or what?
Yeah, I suppose that's probably not a bad shout. Without completely changing it, what needs to happen to make that a bold prediction?
Well, I mean, I'm the king of mole predictions, so I would have paid it. But if you're gonna stick it to him because he's in the 2s and he's down in the dumps already, make it a dozen. Make it 12.
Yeah, I think so.
Bag each.
Yeah.
Okay. I can settle for that.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you're not up with the league team.
He's going to need to up his game next week.
Yeah, that's right. Steve, where are you going?
Yep.
Bold prediction of yours.
I've got I don't know if it's a 2-parter or not. It could be. It could be the week of the 2-parters, but mine is towards GWS. So next week, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I am, Toby Greene returns next week.
Correct.
He comes back round 6.
Yep.
This is the week where GWS start their finals run. He comes back. I'm not saying they're going undefeated or anything like that, but they will end up in a final spot at the end of the year. But not just top 8; they'll finish top 6 because of Toby Greene coming back.
So, Steve, give us something for this week, because the trend with your bold predictions is they're all at the end of the season, right? So there's no accountability from you week to week. Give us something that we can give you some immediate feedback on next week. Right?
But just think about it. If I'm racking them all up towards the end of the year, let's say none of them pay off. Think of the shit that's going to get thrown my way when at the end of the year when none of them come off. I'm going to get slaughtered, and you're all going to be sitting there laughing at me. So I'll make it my duty next week to bring you one that you can judge, that you can judge me on, for next week.
Can you tell us that the Giants are going to beat the Saints this coming Friday night? Would you go that far? Is that Manuka? It's in Canberra.
Yeah,
Manuka. Yeah.
Yep, they'll win that.
Yeah,
they'll win that. As long as Toby Greene just comes straight back in, which I assume he would.
He will. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many goals will Toby kick?
You'll get 4.
Yeah. That should be your bold prediction.
You'll get 4. You got to give him some time. I mean, he's been out of the game for six games.
Texas kicked what, 9 goals in 2 weeks?
Yeah, but he's the main guy, isn't he? Like,
Toby will be the main guy.
He's missed the first 5 weeks. Tell us he's going to kick 5.
All right, he'll kick 6.
There you go. That's bold enough. We'll take that. I'll take it.
Thanks, mate.
Toby Greene to return. He's going to kick 6. The Giants will win, and the Giants will finish top 6. That is a stacked, bold prediction if I've ever seen one. Took a bit of encouragement when we got you there, mate.
Well, we had to force that one out, didn't we?
Yep, you did.